Waiting here. We're getting the field ump or what? But we'll be just doing ground rules here between the coaches and the ump. Everybody having a good laugh, which you like to see. This 4:30 game on a Sunday. So school for the kiddos on Monday. Hopefully we can get home at a decent hour. Oh, I picked up a few more subscribers. Well, welcome if you're one of the new subscribers.
America's a country. That's why they call it the 50 states. That's why they call it the 50 states.
But they could still be subscribed.
I'm warming up left.
All right. And Eastside with his standard wave to the Eastside with a standard wave to the camera here. We have a special guest here for Teddy on the sidelines here. His Nana and Papa in from Las Vegas. They were gracious enough to come up and watch the kids this week. While Sarah and I were able to take a couple days off and get away for an anniversary. So they're hanging around this weekend to watch the game, and Teddy is pitching. So first pitch at 57, next one's a 56. So let's see if we can get to 60 today. And also trying to work on his curveball today. So let's see what he comes here with the pitch. What was that, 59? Yeah, 59. So Teddy's throwing BBs here from the first warm-ups here. Goal is to only throw 10 pitches this inning. And so Teddy consistently in the upper 50s here. So with him trying to throw only 10 pitches this inning, that's his Papa's challenge for him. See how he does. Personally, he's setting out to throw twice as many strikes as he is balls, so we'll see that. All right, as we go around, we've got Teddy throwing to Isai, his favorite battery mate. They have played together for many years now, and Isai just knows where to be for Teddy and how to catch Teddy. At third base, we'll have, that was a curve, that was nice. Third base, we've got Gianni. At second, we've got Jorge. At short, we've got Jorge. At second, we've got Ricardo. And at first, we've got, who's 13? Joe? That's right, Joe. Aaron in right, Jack in center, and Kieran in left. I think we have 11 on the roster today. So with that, looks like Coach running kind of first team. And with the as long as he does it silently and is willing to respect the ump's call. Oh, that's true. So ball's in, coming down with the call. So we're playing USA Prime. Did talk to the USA Prime parents, and looks like it's a new squad or relatively new squad from what we played this summer with only 4 or 5 returners. So we'll see a different group of USA Prime players here. Now the Jackrabbits were recipients of a forfeiture last week, and so that was able to drive their fall ball record to 2-4. That will give us 2 more games, including this one, before we get to the end of season tournament. Teddy with a first pitch fastball, foul ball, 58 miles an hour. So Teddy's goal here is to set him up with a fastball and then come back with a change or a curve. There's a ground ball to the left side. Gianni with the fumbles with the ball there. That ball caught Gianni by surprise. Oh, and I see that my third base got moved, so we missed that a little bit. So error by Gianni. So 2 pitches, 2 strikes for Teddy, but runner on an error. So runner on first. Teddy with a soft toss over to Joe. Keep him serious. And Teddy now more serious about keeping runners on. He's been run against a lot this fall ball. Runner goes. Ball is high. And then that throwdown is off the mark. So runner safe in at second. So now 3 pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sorry, no 1 ball. 1 ball only, no strikes. Excuse me. And Teddy with a throw back. Runner getting a lead, but Teddy being a little bit more aggressive, keeping the runner on. Next pitch. That ball is high and inside as well at 56 miles an hour. All right, 2 balls, no strikes for Teddy. Teddy may be a little caught up with the runner here. Next pitch. That ball is high and inside. Teddy leaving it short, not reaching when he throws.
Hey, listen.
Teddy being reminded to slow down, get a better deep breath here. Likely going to lose this batter unless he swings here. Swing and a miss, strike. First strike of the at-bat.
That's 1 strike. You're good. That's 1 strike. He hasn't swung yet.
I've got 1 strike.
Yeah, 3-1. I'm getting a little help from everybody here on how many balls and strikes we got. We got 3 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch from Teddy, a little delayed. Here it comes. Strike on the outside corner, 56 miles an hour.
Got the 7!
Calls from the audience to go get him, and also USA Prime parents yelling out encouragement to their batter. Payoff pitch. And a miss. 57 high fastball. And with that, we have our first out of the inning. So Teddy took 6 pitches there. Get 1 down.
Go 7!
Teddy comes set. The ball is a changeup, 50 miles an hour in the dirt. Fooled number 18 there. That was a very good-looking changeup. An excellent stop by Isai. He was able to get down on the ball. Knew it was coming. Knew it was going to land in the dirt. Blocked it beautifully, so the runner from second went nowhere. Look for this to follow up with a fastball. Oh, Teddy with a throwback to second, but Ricardo wasn't quite there in time, so that was going to be a problem. You don't want to throw a ball into the outfield here and give the runner a free 80 feet. That ball's in the dirt. Excellent stop by Isai. 57 mile an hour fastball.
On 7!
And now a little jumping around by the middle infielders. No look back. That ball's inside. 56. So Teddy right around that 56 to 58 mile an hour on his fastball.
Deep breath, bud.
Looks like the way the world's on Teddy out there. He's definitely not pitching carefree by any means. The ball's inside.
Good spot, kid. I like it.
So now we're back to a 3-1 count. Teddy giving lots of pitches to the USA Prime. That ball's high and he'll walk in.
No harm there, Teddy. No harm.
Go 7! You got this, bud!
It's the middle outfield, come forward! Righty!
Michael.
So a big batter for USA Prime coming up to bat.
Hey, Gianni, touch the bag, go on.
Shouts of encouragement from the USA Prime parents. Teddy starts with a change, 52 in the dirt. Doesn't fool the cleanup hitter here, so well done to him. Lay off that one. Teddy will have to come now hard with a fastball. He lost a lot of pitches in high and inside here. Not sure about his location today. Beautiful strike on the outside corner, 51. So I'm not sure, I think that might have been a curve because it looked like it came over the plate and broke over. Yeah, it was a curveball. So Teddy's curveball working for him today. That one floats up 50 miles an hour. I think that was a changeup. Might have been a broken curve there, I'm not sure. 2 balls and 1 strike. Teddy now really relying on the ability to mix up not only his pitches but also the location. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw on to third, not in time. Ball's dropped. Runners advance 80 feet. Good move by USA Prime coaching for that play. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, Teddy, let's get him.
So important now for Teddy to get the strikeout here to keep the ball, keep the runners on their bases. That ball floats in, 51. Not sure what that was. I think that was a broken curve. Full count now. There is a space open at first, but you don't really want to put him there with only 1 down. So look for Teddy to come back with his out pitch here, which is a fastball, and just challenge the batter. He does. 57, swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 down. Runners at second and third now. Smell of 2-stroke engine gasoline wafting over the spectators right now from the field next door. They got the lawnmower going. Teddy with a fresh count, first pitch. Beautiful 50-mile-an-hour changeup right in there. Teddy's changeup is absolutely working. He throws a knuckle change, for those of you interested, so it's a tight kind of knuckle with his pointer finger on the outside of the ball, and then puts the ball deep into his palm. Whereas the fastball, like he threw there, this 56-mile-an-hour fastball, he puts 2 fingers over the laces and lets her rip. So the idea there, of course, is that the fastball and changeup have the exact same motion, and the catcher doesn't know, but the 10% mile-an-hour difference in the pitch is enough to fool the batter. Outside corner, Teddy, a beautiful dart of a pitch right there. Look for a curve here. If Teddy's feeling the curve, he'll get the curve. They could go for the out pitch here with the fastball, but my guess is they'll go with the curve. And that's the curve. Isai drops it. Or not Isai drops it, but Isai isn't able to protect it on the curve. It did bounce. And 1 run across for USA Prime. So, runner reaches on the error, steals 2 bases, and comes by on a pass ball, or a wild pitch, really. Wild pitch. That's on Teddy. So, first run across for USA Prime. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So this will be the out pitch for Teddy here. So look for a fastball outside. And silence over the crowd. Wow. Fastball high. Excellent discipline by USA Prime not to go chase that. That's a pitch you want them to swing at. There's nothing that a batter can do with that pitch if they were to make contact anyway. But it looks good coming in. So now Teddy's going to have to throw that same fastball but lower. Swing and a miss. A 51-mile-an-hour. I think that was a changeup. That was a changeup to finish him up. So Teddy strikes out the side, but not before giving up 1 unearned run. USA Prime finishes the half inning, leaving a man on third with lots of swings. So we will see the Jackrabbits take the bat here, and what we should expect to see is Joe, Jorge, and Ricardo. If any of them get on, Gianni, Teddy, and Aaron will be our 4, 5, 6 batters. So let's hope that we can put up a bunch of runs here and give Teddy a nice lead. Not sure if coach is going to have Teddy keep going or if he's going to do 1 pitch or 1 inning. But regardless, Teddy with a really good inning, and I would have to go back and count the balls and strikes, but at least as many strikes as balls, if not equal. So, and the USA Prime pitcher coming in, he is fired up. His first pitch, quite off the mark, but at 57 miles an hour. So, we will have Joe and Jorge. Yeah.
Mine are shiny. Dang, why are you using your helmet? You want to run? Huh? Like, you get time mode. Joe's helmet. What helmet do you have? Kieran. What, bro? Fifth perfect. Rose is too small. Or throw. Order goes, so everybody has a well, no, it's only here.
Your speed difference between your changeup and your fastball is perfect, right? But you're going to have some kids that, like that big kid, who's perfect because you threw that first fastball by him and then everything was jumped and he didn't know what to do. Right? That's perfect. But I want you to get close to 60, right? Just start firing him in.
And we are coming back here with USA Prime, taking the field, and in steps Joe. We'll make sure that Joe shakes the ump's hand, shakes the catcher's hand, checks in with the good man above. That he does. Joe wouldn't be batting if he didn't do all those things. In steps Joe now. Joe having a decent fall ball. He's been all over the lineup. He was traditionally our leadoff hitter, but what? 52? Okay. So Joe now is more back into his summer role of leadoff. Ground ball to the left side. That's a high hop over the shortstop's head. Really unfair to that shortstop. Joe's going to take a rounding lead of first, and he's on with a single. Yep. So Joe doing what he's supposed to do as a leadoff hitter, get on. Jorge now with the number 2 hit. So Jorge's job is to get contact and to get Joe over. Ricardo will step into the on-deck circle. So Joe with a ginormous lead at first. Throw over.
Got him!
Safe. Beautiful throw over. Ump calls him safe, but it was close. He had some help from the parents, but he was safe. And Jorge now showing the bunt. He pulls it back. Strike. Beautiful pitch. 53. And we'll see there. Oops, I guess that's where my second base is. We'll see that Joe made it to second base safely. Teddy's great uncle Ron. You and I can chat about why I don't have a second base camera at this point. There's a pop up. That ball is straight behind second base. Shortstop gets it. Good catch by the shortstop. Joe doesn't go anywhere, and then it's one down. So Jorge making contact, but popping that ball up on the infield does not move Joe over. So great uncle Ron, the reason I can't get a second base camera or fourth camera angle is that my iPad is not powerful enough to do it. And we'll end up dropping the feed. So we're working on that, but it won't happen until summer. We do appreciate your very generous donation.
I didn't call for him, so I'm giving you the same warning. He's not set another way.
All right, so ump calls time and gives a balk warning. Teddy didn't get called for a balk. Teddy has a shoulder problem where he's looking at first base. Here, the pitcher didn't come set. You have to come set for at least a second. And there's a rope shot down the left field line. And Ricardo will get over to first, and we'll see Joe get to third. In steps Gianni.
Johnny. Actually, no, he's dropped it.
And we'll see if Ricardo has the run on. I'm sorry, yeah, we'll see if Ricardo's going or not. Gianni now calls for Let's Go Macho Man, which big, strong left third baseman for us. Left center is wide open. Foul ball. 51 on the gun there. So first pitch swinging, so confused because Ricardo has to be careful not to get doubled up here. But Gianni definitely being told to swing away. And that ball is popped up into center. Shortstop comes underneath it. Joe doesn't go anywhere. So two outs now. Nobody on. Or sorry, nobody in. 2 runners on. Teddy steps in. Aaron in the on deck circle. Teddy, a first ball fastball hitter, so look at him to be swinging here at this first pitch that comes in at about 52, 53 miles an hour. And that ball is a strike, and there's no throwdown, so Teddy didn't like that or chose to take it, not sure. Looks like he had the take sign. So Teddy now with runners at second and third with 2 outs. A single scores 2. Teddy giving a chance to get himself a W here if he can get the single. And that ball is roped up the center. Teddy will score 1. Ricardo. He's safe. So some bad base running by Ricardo. Some really bad base running by Ricardo. But he's safe. Safe at home. Teddy out at second base now. So good heads up play by Teddy. So that's 2 runs across. So some ugly baseball from the Jackrabbits there. But a beautiful swing from Teddy. Now in steps Aaron. Teddy will have a lead off the second. Aaron with a huge hole on the left side if he can pull the ball here. And a foul ball straight back at me. I ducked. I came right back to the broadcast booth. I was a little worried. But there's a fence in the way, so we're all good. Did it move? Yeah, that's why the fence is there. Did it move my? It did move my camera slightly. So Teddy playing a little cat and mouse at second. No throw. Oh, now I'm a little high. Now it looks like the camera's a little. Foul ball off to the right side from Aaron. So now 2 strikes. Aaron looking at getting. So this pitcher throwing in and around the strike zone really well from USA Prime, and now it's all about the Jackrabbits figuring out if they can just put the ball in play. And a foul, ball to the right, underneath the glove of the second baseman. And it's safe. Plays at first, he is called safe. And Teddy gets a third, he's safe. Oh, it's the same, yeah. No. No, that. Dude, this is, so we have another warning from this ump for parents who are yelling at the ump for bad calls or perceived bad calls. Remember, this is the same ump we had last week, and we ended up forfeiting after 2 innings when he declared a forfeiture on the parents. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. Hopefully we can get it. So it sounds like everybody knows what's going on. The USA Prime is ready to resume their spot in the field. And now 2 down, runners at first and third. Jack will step in. And we've also got Isaiah on the on-deck circle. So Jack, of course, up on the plate like he always is, digging in and swinging a miss, or swinging a foul ball. Excuse me. All right, so Jack now taking time to get himself situated outside the box. He steps back in. 1 strike now to Jack. Runners on first and third. Jack with a ground ball to the right side. It's going to go right to the second baseman. He's going to flip it over to second for the forced play. And a really well done 4, 6, and third out of the inning. So before we end that inning, though, the Jackrabbits do score 2. So 2 runs for the Jackrabbits, 1 for USA Prime at the end of that inning. So now we will see if Teddy's. It sounds like Coach is going to put Teddy back on the mound, but we'll have a big defensive changes usually each inning. And I'll let you know where we land on that. And I'm also going to go fix my home plate. I'm still off to the right a little. Need to get more of the right-handed batter's box. We'll get that from you. And let's see if that worked. You, of course, got Keith running the scoreboard. You should show your appreciation for Keith in the comments or better in the team reach because he's doing a great job there. But I'm your cameraman as well as your commentator. So every now and again when those cameras don't work, that's on me. So it looks like we've got relatively new infield here. We've got Teddy back on the mound, whose whole job it is to hit 58. His whole job this inning is to throw harder. Coach appreciated his off-speed pitch, but wanted him to throw harder. Kieran behind the plate, and Teddy just burying 59. And at first, we'll have Joe. At second, we'll have Ricardo. At short, we'll have Jorge. At third, we've got Isaiah now, so Izzy in at third. In left, we've got Jabrell. And in center, we've got Jack. And in right, looks like Aaron has returned to right. So just a couple of defensive changes. Again, I think we're only running 11 kids today, so we'll only have a few defensive changes rather than a couple of games ago we had it at we were at 15 or something, so it was almost a new infield every time. So calls the balls in from Kieran. And next will be coming down. Yeah, the field is really hard packed. So Teddy's Papa offering some insight there into the fact that the field is really hard packed, so all the balls are bouncing quite aggressively, almost as if you were on a turf. So, all right, calls from the respective audiences and crowds for their players to do well, and we'll see how we do as we go to the top of the second here. Jackrabbits up 2-1. Again, Teddy in for the second inning so he can throw hard, so let's see how he does on the gun. His whole job is to throw hard. He was mixing his pitches well in the first inning, and he hits 56 on the gun for strike 1. And then doing a lot of gardening out there. Clearly doesn't like what's going on in front of the rubber. I don't know if it's the hard pack plus the soft or what. Teddy throwing hard. 58 there, high. So Teddy needs to pull his leg kick up a little higher, I think. Not quite getting at the perfect 90 degrees on the hip to leg. If you were to draw kind of a, there it is. And he overthrows at 55 in the dirt there. Teddy holding his arm. Not sure. Getting some advice from his right fielder. Aaron offering advice from right field to Teddy. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Teddy's going to need to throw a strike here, even though he's working on throwing hard. That ball's low and away at 55. And it looks like Kieran is calling the pitches. Coach Paul is busy. And so Kieran calling his own game, which he absolutely loves. Maturity behind the plate. And Teddy loses that one. Batter, 56 miles an hour. And that will start off the inning with Teddy focusing on that throwing harder, but not throwing strikes. So now he's got to focus on strikes. Pop fly to left field. And it gets over the head of Jabrell. That will score at least one. And we should have a play at third. Jorge will run it in. No play at third. And with that, a really good double, from USA Prime. Reached up and hit that fastball about as far as you could hit it. So well done. And that ties the game, ladies and gentlemen. We got 2 runs for each team with a runner at second now and 2 down for USA Prime.
I know.
.59 at the letters. And so that's Teddy's fastest fastball for a strike at 59 miles an hour. .59 at the knees. Yeah. So there's the pitch that Teddy was working on. So he lost the first batter to balls and strikes. The next batter did a great job of getting his bat on the ball. But here we go. Teddy now hitting the top of his zone. And runner's going. And the runner will be out by a mile. A great throw from Kieran. And with that, we got one down, and one run in. Teddy now with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. He did not strike out a guy. He walked the first guy, the next guy hit a double. Strike 3 on the outside corner, that is 58. So Teddy in that upper 50s, he is getting that speed that he wanted there. And now 2 down. Nobody on, but USA Prime doing what they need to do, which is tie the game up. So Teddy really has to shut him down here, make sure there's no more opportunities, and get his boys up to bat. And that was a 48-mile-an-hour changeup. He was way ahead of that. So Teddy now comes back with a fastball at 56 or 58, should be the next call. So. Ooh, that ball skips past Kieran, back to the backstop. 53, that was weird. I don't know if that was maybe a curve. He's in a ground ball to Jorge. Jorge picks up, he throws over to first for the play. And that's it. That was a really good inning from the Jackrabbits, but not before Prime comes back and ties the game. So we can't rest on our laurels. We got to put some runs on the board and see if we can win this game. But really good play from Jorge to Joe to end that inning. So with that, we'll go to the bottom of the second. And you just moved Aaron around. We'll have Isaiah, Isai, Jabrell. I don't think Isaac's playing, is he? And then Kieran. Yeah. So good inning from the Jackrabbits there. Defensively, we had everything thrown out stealing to a nice 6-3 to end the inning, and so looking at that was good baseball from the Jackrabbits. Maybe some of the best we've seen all fall ball. You never hit 60, but you hit 59 and 58. You hit 59 and 58 multiple times, never hit 60, but...
We're getting there. You're gonna. Do you know what a medicine ball is? It's gonna be your best friend.
Medicine ball's a good big heavy
No,
ball.
60
miles an hour.
Hey, 60? Isaiah.
Gianni hit 60. Teddy doesn't.
59?
I hit 60.
Hey, Teddy, are you done?
You hit 59?
Are you done?
I think definitely wow,
No, you could. You could have like fastball.
I hit 40. And a first swing and miss from Izzy. So Isaiah now is a big swing. So he usually strikes out or hits the ball a long way. See how he goes. And a 50-mile-an-hour ball floats in there, a little high. And a pop-up straight back. Catcher underneath it. Oh, excellent play by the catcher to catch that ball in foul territory. And one down for the Jackrabbits. So good job dropping the helmet, finding the ball, getting underneath it. Really good form there across the board. The only thing, maybe if you come back and watch this catcher, you want to use two hands, but nonetheless, you got the out. So well done, catch. So now we'll have Isai, and with Jabril stepping in on deck. Okay. Isai has struggled in all fall ball with exactly that, taking a little too long to warm up or wind up, and then swinging and not having his timing right. So that was a 50-mile-an-hour pitch. That's one that Isai should have made contact with. And that ball's popped straight up to the left side. And catcher catches it. Pitcher catches it. So 2 up, 2 down on, I think, 4 pitches maybe. So not Teddy. Jabril will be up with Kieran on deck. And Jabril ready here. Jabril recently putting the bat on the ball and driving the ball super deep in the outfield last couple times at bat. So look for that to happen again. Left center wide open for him. The left fielder playing a little bit closer to the line than I traditionally would. But also might be wise given that this pitcher not throwing a ton of heat. He's throwing a lot of strikes, but not a ton of heat. So you're more likely to pull the ball. So we'll see how that happens, if that's wise play by the left fielder or not, should Jabril put the ball out there. There's a big hole in the left side if he does pull it. And that ball is crushed over the left fielder's head. So the left fielder was in the right place, but was not in the right distance from home. That ball rolls all the way to third base. And we're going to have a play at third. And the ball gets away. Jabril with a triple on a ball that rolls all the way to the 300 mark there in left field. I don't actually even have my camera aimed out there because I don't think anyone's going to do that. So apologies to Jabril's family, Jabril's extended family, who all want to see how far that ball went. I don't generally get that corner of the outfield because we never put a ball out there. So Kieran now with a huge hole on the left side, if he can punch it through, which would give us the go-ahead run, only 80 feet away. Jabril with a small lead, he's not going to run. Oh, nice. 50-mile-an-hour pitch, but it had a lot of movement on it. Kieran's batting. So with that triple and 2 outs now, we'll see if Kieran swings and misses. Strike 2. He's pulling his head. All right, Kieran, if you come back and look at this, you got to work on keeping your head down. You're pulling it up like you're looking into the sky. You can't hit what you can't see. So Kieran will see his next pitch of the at-bat here. Oh, strike 3 is called. And that's it. That will end the inning. Very light call from the ump. And with that, we do not score. So after 2-2 each team. We'll have a new pitcher, I know, because Teddy said he was done. And we'll probably have some new defense as well. So USA Prime won that inning. So good job by that pitcher there. He's very hittable, but he's hits him where get him to hit pop-ups and get the outs. Last inning.
My first pitch was this. If I had it on contact.
All right, we're gonna have a new pitcher, and so Joe will be pitching. Isai will be behind the plate. Jabrell at first. Here's where I think Jabrell's going to spend a lot of time. Jabrell's got just the natural frame out there. We're going to have Jorge at second, as was looked like they were going to do in the first inning. Ricardo then at short. I'm not sure why that's working. Why they would switch those middle fielders up. But then Gianni at third. This is Joe. Joe's pitching to Isai. And then we have Isaiah in left field. We've got Jack in center, and who's three? Kieran? Kieran, I think, in right. So a little bit of a different look for Jackrabbits defensively. Not crazy different, but enough different. But with Joe on the mound, we need a new first baseman, and so Jabrell is probably the biggest different look. Although switching up our middle infielders, or at least looking like they're switching them up, is also a new look for us. Joe regularly throws in the low to mid 50s. Has two pitches. He has a fastball and a knuckle. It is 2-2. It's tied up.
Oh, because we did.
Jabrell did not cross the plate. Was that 57? Okay, great. Yep. No, it's a good game among equals here. We've got after 2 innings. And remember that at fall ball here we play, I think it's an hour and 45 minutes or 4 innings. So we are halfway through this game, at least innings-wise, and we are a little under half time-wise. So I'm not sure what happens, as we've never had this problem of what happens if we have time left and we get to the 4th inning, or through the 4th inning. So we'll cross that bridge when we come. For now, let's watch Joe throw a final pitch of his warm-up here to Isai for ball's coming down. And now my middle infielders are messing around. I think they're back to their normal positions, I think. Looks like Ricardo will be taking... What's happening here? All right, well, not... I did make the change. Okay, so it is Ricardo at short and Jorge at second. So they are going to stay there. With Gianni at third and Jabrell at first. Kieran in right, Jack in center, and Isaiah left. Isai behind the plate will catch this first pitch from Joe, and he spikes that ball at 56 miles an hour. Doesn't quite make it the 56 feet between the pitcher rubber and home plate. So Joe working on release point here. One of the trickiest part is both generating speed and knowing then when to release the ball with your arm. So release it, strike on the outside corner, 57. So same pitch that got Kieran out as a strike here to the first batter for Prime. And 57 in the dirt. So again, Joe working on trying to generate a lot of power out of the step and the arm, but know when to release the ball so that it gets to the plate in the zone. And that ball is outside. Doing a lot of working with the arm after the pitch. He's clearly not enjoying his form out there. Something going on. There it is at the knees, 56 on the outside corner. So ump being consistent. I got to go back and look and see how close that is to the plate, but he's calling the pitch every time. So as a batter, you got to be ready for it. That ball is high and away. So the runner will take first. And no down, runner on.
Hand the ball here, kid. Let's go.
In steps next Prime batter. Isai with a great block. Shouts of encouragement from the Prime parents for their batter. Shouts of encouragement for Isai for making that stop there.
Good, Joe. Pitch first, kid.
I guess it's this.
Pitch first.
Joe being reminded that he's got to be a pitcher first. Can't worry about the guy in second. That's a ground ball down the left field line, but foul. And so we'll do that again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner leaving first there, so I guess not worried about putting a pop-up in the air. Sun casting some really long shadows now across the field as we get towards a 6:30 sunset. Joe will step on the rubber. He was on the
You're up, Nick.
so ump had time. Ump was now ready. Had time. Joe threw. So Joe was trying to quick pitch the batter there, and so we now have reset here at 1-1. Joe get a chance to take a deep breath here from Joe. He comes set, really low. Strike 56 at the knees on the outside corner. Again, that same pitch.
Where they're at.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Third base coach wisely saying you don't get to decide if you like where they're at. You got to swing at those if you know they're going to be a strike. So good coaching from coach there.
Good job. Runner.
The runner goes.
Good block.
And that ball's not going to get in there on time. And he's going to but the runner is. So he'll take second.
Worry too much about that, and you moved that time. Come on.
2 balls, 2 strikes. With a runner on second. And nobody down. 2 runs across the plate for both teams.
Good, Joe. Gatorade's better.
And that ball's low. And we have a full count. So Joe throwing strong BBs here, but accuracy a real problem. Having a hard time finding the zone consistently. And he's going to have to come back here with his out pitch. Whatever he thinks his out pitch is, he's got to bring it right now. And a ground ball to the right side. Jorge scoops it up and fumbles it. And he throws the ball home. And now there's a runner going home. And so another walk, stolen base error for another unearned run for Joe here. And again, you had Jorge at second where he doesn't normally play. That's Ricardo's spot normally. And wonder if that's contributes to the error there. I know we're trying to get kids in different positions, and that's why you do it. But we got to accept the good with the bad. So Jorge getting eaten up there on the hop, and then the bad throw. Jabril then not going after the ball. So we've got a bunch of guys learning their position.
Good, Joe.
And that ball is way inside. Good move by Prime to get out of the way.
Way to go, Eastside.
I lost how fast that was, but Eastside with a good pop and catch. Eastside doing a good job of ensuring that he stays the number 1 catcher on the pitch and depth. There's a ground ball.
Hey, look good, boys.
Good try.
Tag him! All right, so that was a play where the runner was called safe at second because Jorge wasn't on the bag, but then he ran back because he thought he was out, and they got him out at second on the tag. So what was interesting is that both Jorge and the runner thought he was out. So I don't know if he got him the first time or not, but a lot of us, including myself, thought that Jorge wasn't on the bag there. So anyway, here in steps a big USA Prime batter. Look for him. Right now, Izzy is way too close. Izzy needs to be about 35 steps further back. And the throw is offline. Runner's safely in at second. I believe that was a ball. So, again, Isaiah being, now he keeps stepping back, so maybe Isaiah in the right spot. He should probably be another 10 steps back. Runner on second. Does not go. Swing and a miss. At a ball inside at the knees. Probably looked good when it came in, but would have probably been out of zone. So 1 down just now for the Primes. The Jacks need to get a couple of back-to-back outs here to limit the damage. Runner goes, and he'll be safe on a weak throw from Isai. Isai. So ball gets away from Gianni. So weak throw from Isai. Gianni doesn't try to go get the ball. It bounces off his glove. So just a bunch of bad defense here, of which Prime is the recipient of bad play from us. So nothing frustrates me more than when our boys don't play with any heart. Right now they're playing with no heart. Playing with absolutely no heart. So and that ball is cracked into right center field. Jack's underneath it. Jack does not come down with it. That ball is going to get into second. And the runner will score. And so a double for a big USA Prime player and RBI for him as well, giving Prime 4 runs after, what are we in the top of the third here, with only 1 down. So Joe elevating his fastball a little bit. And the runner at second calling time. Oh, he's got some armor he's got to take off and run that in. So, or maybe he's putting an oven mitt on. Looks like he's putting the oven mitt on. So, getting himself safe. One down.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, I know the one,
All right, so it looks like the oven mitt is on. Runner at second now taking a little bit of a lead. Joe will get the sign. He'll look back. He's not going to make a throw. Oh, he is going to make a throw. He confuses us all, and the runner is safe by a good length of basically his arm. So the oven mitt paying off already with that slide. There's some unhappy dogs in the audience. I'm not kidding, they're actual dogs and they are clearly unhappy. Joe drops a 54-mile-an-hour fastball in the dirt. Isai with a beautiful stop. Isai is going to be plenty dirty when he gets home. Going to need to get himself all cleaned up after this game, but as is the job of the catcher, he is earning his role. There it is, 57 on that corner.
Hey, see the ball out in front, not at your feet. Look in front. Come on, bud.
There's now with a 1-1 count and 1 down. Joe comes set, next pitch. That ball is low at 56. So Joe again continuing to struggle to be repetitive here on strikes. So he can throw the strike, but he struggles to throw repeated strikes. And that really is to the Prime's advantage because you can go up there basically taking. There it is, 57 at the waist on the outside corner. So Prime not really liking that outside pitch. Not seeing a lot of swings from the team on that pitch, but again, Joe not throwing enough repetitive strikes to be worried about a strikeout. And there's a ground ball to Gianni. Gianni throws it to first for the second out of the inning, and Jabrell needs to come in.
Come to him in case you have to throw. Don't wait there.
And so we got the out. Runner does advance to third, however. So look at that USA Prime player only 80 feet from home. Already with a 2-run lead, the Jackrabbits need to shut down the Prime here and not let this inning get out of hand. Joe set. First pitch in the dirt. Beautiful stop by Isai. I don't know if you heard that deep bass sound, but that was the ball bouncing off Isai's chest protector and him keeping the ball in front of him.
All right, let's go. Be ready, Gianni. Good job.
Get a hold of it.
There it is, that same pitch. 55 this time on the outside corner, kind of between the knees and the waist.
Go, Joe!
Apparently this is a battle of Joes. The batter is also named Joe. So regardless of what you say, as long as it's positive, you can be a mutual fan. So go Joe works for everybody.
That's what we're here for.
All right.
Let's go. Echo, got it there. Get in.
So Isai with the fake throw, coach tell him just throw it. That's why we're here. We're trying to learn. We're trying to practice these things. Isaiah in left field was not ready for the backup. There's a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. This will probably be the only inning for Joe. So hopefully he can get this.
Joe's 213.
Oh, wow. Apparently Joe and 13 go together like peanut butter and jelly because both of them are named Joe, both of them with 13s on their back. And there's a ground ball right to Joe, who will throw it over to first for the third inning. Complaints from the audience here about that out, but Joe did the right thing. You walked it over, underhanded, and that ends the inning. That ends the top of the inning. For the prime, Jackrabbits will come up in the bottom of the third, and we have the top of the order. So look for Joe, Jorge, Ricardo. If any of them get on, look for Gianni, Teddy, and Aaron. They also have some time. So having some questions here behind the plate, but it looks like it's all good between ump and coach. And I believe we're gonna have
Over here was trying to differentiate. She knew they're both Joe's, so she's like, go 13.
Oh,
And that didn't differentiate.
and then Joe was also 13. Yeah. So we'll see as we go in the bottom of the third if the Jackrabbits can put together a string of hits. So they've been able to hit the ball, but a lot of them. Good job by the prime pitcher through the first 2 innings to get them to hit the ball where they are very fieldable. So we got a new pitcher in for sure. He's got the eye black that's sort of almost the point of being full facial covering, and he's coming set and he's throwing really rapidly. Quickly, I should say. Throwing the low to mid 60s in his warm-ups. So we'll see what he brings to our Jackrabbits. So just a reminder, Jackrabbits fall ball season. We've got one more game next week. I believe it's a mid-afternoon game. So if you haven't liked and subscribed and rung that bell, you're going to want to do that to make sure you get the notification. And then we will have the tournament. And so the tournament, I'm not sure how the seeding will work exactly. But we'll have the tournament in 2 weeks' time. And I believe then there's the final the following week. So there's up to 3 more weeks of baseball before the season ends. But certainly at least 2 more. So we'll see how this goes for us. But currently with a what do we have? 2-4 record. We got to be near the bottom of the pile, so not a great seed for us if that's the case. And in steps Joe. Ooh. Looks like I missed him. Fastball inside. So Joe doing the dance there. Keith back in the broadcast chair, making sure you don't miss a single pitch. And that ball bounces outside for ball 2. Oh, mosquito. I saw a mosquito. I don't have time for mosquitoes. And that ball bounces before the plate. Comes up and hits the ump in the arm. So that's ball 3. Oh, nice pitch. That's a strike all day, has been all day. 55 at the knees on the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Joe, though, was taking all the way. Sort of Jack Rabbit's law, of course, is on a 3-0 pitch. You take and make the pitcher throw that strike. Joe will take that ball inside, and he'll go to first on 4 balls. Let's see what's going to happen here. Jorge looking down for his sign. Jorge now with the elbow pad. That's a new piece of armor for him this fall ball season. I feel like he's added that in the last. Joe at first. Joe's going to go. Pitches on the outside corner. Joe does not slide, which he should have, but he ends in safely nonetheless. And that first pitch was a strike. Ump asking for time. He can clean off the plate. So Joe now will be off with a little bit of a lead off of second. And Jorge fists one into right center field, and Joe isn't able to go anywhere. And whew, that was a close play. Joe didn't know what to do there, so almost got reverse picked off on the back. And we'll have Ricardo running down to pick up something. Oh, batting gloves. And he's going to slide them on, grab the fire bat. So with Ricardo stepping in, it looks like Gianni in the on-deck circle now. So 2 on, nobody out. Ricardo last time, I believe, popped out. So be smart here. On pop-up on the infield here would call in the infield fly rule, so hopefully our boys know that. Infield fly rule is if runners are on first and second, or first, second, and third, with less than 2 outs, they pop up, the batter is automatically out, so as to avoid a defensive maneuver where you would drop the ball on purpose and get a double play. So that was a really good pitch from the USA Prime pitcher. Ricardo swung and missed, pulled his head. He was thinking home run when he really needs to be thinking single to the left side. Swing and a miss there. Ricardo with another swing and a miss at a 52-mile-an-hour pitch in his eyes, pulling his head. Yeah, he thinks he's hitting a home run here. Rather than thinking I need to hit the ball, and now the left side's open too. Right side and the left side are wide open. And that ball is outside. Good pitch by the Prime, though, to see if he could get Ricardo to go fishing there, because Ricardo's big swinging. Ricardo, bat on his shoulder. Now he's set. That ball bounces. There's a play at third. Joe will be coming home and Joe is safe at third. Jorge is safe at third, and Joe crosses the plate. Joe refusing to get those white pants dirty by not sliding on any of the 3 bases he stole. That gives us a 4-3 lead for Prime, and a 3-2 count to Ricardo, with Gianni on deck and Jorge on third. So pressure on the pitcher here to bring a pitch. Ricardo just got to be smart. Foul ball, foul ball. Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. So foul ball, catcher unable to squeeze that, so just a quick refresher on the rules. A foul ball, automatically a dead ball, unless the catcher catches it on the 3rd strike, in which case the batter is out. So Ricardo lives to see another pitch, and he needs to put this ball in play. Oh, that ball bounces, hits umpire, and stays right there, so there's no play for Jorge. Gianni now will step in, so we got Ricardo on first, and we've got Jorge on third, and Gianni is ready to swing now. And there's a crushed ball down the left line, and that's all right. It's going to score 1, and Gianni will be out at first. but we get the run in. So you trade a run for an out, and you'll take that every day. And that ties the game. So big wins now. Teddy with a chance to bring the lead runner in. Runner at second. That's Ricardo at second. Let's see. Teddy with a foul ball off to the right side. Teddy's mom reading that completely incorrectly. It's a foul ball. She thought it was a home run to the right field. She heard the sound of the bat and yelled, "Go," because that's what moms do. They're unequivocally supportive of whatever you do. Or she said, "Yeah, excuse me. I misquoted her." And that ball is off to the right side. Gets underneath the right fielder's glove. And right fielder gets the ball in. So Teddy with another hot shot, this time to the right side. So we've got Teddy at first, and we've got Ricardo at third, and Aaron will step in. Aaron, who has struggled, one down. Aaron has struggled returning to fall ball after he broke his collarbone at the end of the summer season, has not really made a lot of contact with the pitches. Teddy with a nice big lead, and he's going, and that ball is inside. No throw. So one ball to Aaron now. Aaron with a chance to drive in the lead run. And there's a ground ball to the right side. That ball gets underneath the second baseman. Oh, the right fielder's going to make the throw. Oh, but it gets past home, first baseman. And now there's a play home. Hey, Teddy will score. And with that, Aaron is able to bring in two on a single to the right side. 6-4 Jackrabbits. So they take the lead here in the bottom of the three. And we have an official visit now from USA Prime's coach. Actually looked like the pitcher called for that. Usually pitchers are loath to see that, but pitcher seemed like he wanted to have a conversation and called his coach out. So coach coming out to have that conversation. Tell the boys, hey man, these things happen. They're putting the bat on the ball. You got to make your plays. And we've seen a few of the balls get underneath gloves from the right fielder and make that throw. Just didn't quite connect with his first base. So an extended timeout here. Looks like umpire's trying to get Coach Paul's attention. Have a conversation here. Coach breaks the huddle. Boys trotting back to their positions. You can't put this on the pitcher. I mean, he may be feeling it, but he's been throwing strikes. I think he's only walked one kid. You know, he's been in and around. Jackrabbit's been putting the bat on the ball, and some of the defensive plays haven't been there for him. But the pitcher can't be mad about this. Jack's digging in as always, and nice big lead for Aaron. He's not really being held on. And that ball is high and away. So, not sure. You can just look over here. The first baseman playing behind, maybe swooping in later. I'm not sure what he's. Now he's coming over. So now they are kind of holding him on. Swing and a miss. The ball in the dirt. So Jack really ready to swing. Maybe not the best pitch for him to choose to swing at there. And 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch to Jack. And a foul ball straight back. So Jack, if you come back and watch this, you are 2 up on the plate. That hit off the narrow part of the bat rather than off the barrel of the bat. So if you would step away from the plate, that ball would have gone off the barrel of the bat, not off the thinner part of the handle. So you're going to want to think about where you stand relative to the plate here, buddy. And there's a foul ball off the left. Izzy with a really good barehanded play off the fence. Get that ball back to the catch. So I got 2 balls, 2 strikes, excuse me.
What is he? He is. You're not. Oh my.
Jack now just sort of throwing his hands at it. So look for a ball hit to the left side. And that ball is outside. 3-2 with one down. Aaron's got to be smart here. He's got to know that if the ball is on the ground to the left side, he could get forced to second. You can't have that happen. You got to at least go in and disrupt that safely. And a ground ball to the right side. He's out. And there's a double play. Really good heads-up play by the first baseman to field that ground ball, step on the base, throw to second, and good job. I think that was by the second baseman to make the tag. So with that, we do end the inning, but not before the Jackrabbits are able to put a couple runs on the board. 6-4 as we go into the top of the fourth. So Teddy plays left sometimes. Oh, and I'm sorry to all of our Broncos fans. Looks like the Jets were able to put up 31 points, the Broncos 21. So disappointing day on the gridiron for our local team. For those of you looking for a team that wins, the Denver Nuggets have kicked off their season, or will kick off their season, I believe. So reigning NBA champions. Certainly don't look to our baseball or our football team to be one that you're going to want to follow for a lot of wins. So Gianni steps in as the pitcher, and we'll have Jabrell behind the plate. Have Joe at first. We'll have Aaron at second. Looks like Jorge at short, and then Isaiah at third. Teddy in left. Ricardo in center, and Kieran in right. So
Come on, Jabril.
So Gianni, the hardest throwing pitcher on our staff, regularly hitting 60 miles an hour on the gun, will be here for the fourth inning. I think Coach may be trying to see if we can't squeeze an extra inning out of this. We're only at an hour and 10 minutes. According to my schedule, or to my clock of the game, although we are now in the top of the fourth. So again, we have never had this problem where we've had time left on the clock. And I think Coach is trying to see if we can't get a fifth inning out of it. The sun goes down at 6:30 local time, so 45 more minutes till the sun goes down. I don't know if the lights come on automatically or if they need to be turned on. So. And we got a call for balls in. Jabrell's catching. Yeah, so we haven't seen Jabrell. We haven't seen Jabrell behind the plate today. So a little side and his papa, Teddy having sort of a lack of passion to catch fly balls. Has a bet with his grandfather about whether he can catch some fly balls, and there's money on the line. So Teddy catches them, he makes money. Teddy drops them or lets them drop. He does not make any money. He's going to have to send a check to Las Vegas, which will be weird because he's of the generation that has no idea what a check is. So not even be sure how he's going to get the money. Oh, I see. Suggestions of Venmo or PayPal are also accepted. Gianni comes set here with the first pitch at the top of the fourth.
Yeah, good one.
58 on the corner, same place he's been calling that pitch all day. I think there's consternation from both parents, but you know what? He's been calling that pitch all day, so you just got to step up and hit it. Swing and a miss at a 61, high and tight. So low and away, high and tight. Gianni must be working on his position, on location. Here because he's he tried low and away there for 55, and that one was no good in the dirt for ball one. Jabrell being given signs from the bench, so not calling his own game here, but that might be because they're trying to get some things that Gianni's done, such as a 59, 54, or 59, yeah, 59. high, got number 10 to swing. That is the pitch that is all the rage in pros, so don't feel bad, USA Prime batter. This is the pitch that pitchers are throwing and lots of batters are missing, is that high fastball that looks so good. Next pitch, right there, 61. That was about as down the plate and at the letters as you could ask for. So Gianni not messing around. He's just bringing the heat. I do think it feels like coach is trying to make sure we get a 5th inning. And that 59 in the dirt. So the way to guarantee we get a 5th inning out of this and a whole extra at bats and additional chance to throw another pitcher is we turn this inning over quickly. And Gianni is the ace of the staff out there for that reason. He also needs work. He hasn't had work in 3 weeks. And a pop up to the right side. And it's going to be out of play. It being suggested from coach that maybe Joe should have got that ball. I feel like an 8-foot fence in the way is going to be enough to keep him from doing that, but next time he can hurdle it. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now coming into this USA Prime batter. And a ground ball, the left side. Jorge makes that play. Throw to first, and they get him by a step. So a nice 6-3 put out by the Jackrabbits for the second out of the inning. 2 down. So Jorge there looking much more natural in his shortstop position. And if you go back and watch that, you'll see he plays the extra hop there because he knows the ground's the hard pack, and that's going to be a nice high hop. And we hit 62, but not exactly near the strike zone. So throwing a little harder, but not near the strike zone. And obviously hitting the fence with a 62-mile-an-hour fastball messed up the camera. Hopefully we're back. Oh, I'm still too high. And foul ball.
Shoulder in. Right there.
With 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down now for Gianni as he's facing this USA Prime batter. You know what I need? I need a cold shoe level. I need a level I can put into that cold shoe. Ooh, that was a... And 6-3 put out. Jorge looking solid at short. And that was quite the ding. That hurt my ear with that ding. So back-to-back 6-3 putouts and a very quick, efficient inning for Jorge. That gets us to the bottom of the 4th. And we will see Isaiah, Isai, Jabril, and Kieran, and then we'll roll the lineup over once those boys get on. Same pitcher as last inning, so throwing hard, but did have struggle with location. So if you're gonna miss Jackrabbits baseball, just a reminder, we will take most of the month of November off, and then we will be back in the cages the first Monday after Thanksgiving, and then we'll be in the cages 2 days a week until the weather gets nice enough to be outside in March or April. And the goal next year is 13 tournaments in addition to Thursday night league games. So you're going to see a lot of baseball here on Jackrabbits Broadcasting. I'm going to have to figure out my work schedule a little bit. Make sure that we can make sure all these games happen. Because right now I'm a single point of failure. That's my fault. I've been trying to draft a few folks, but no one really wants to step up and talk and even run the cameras, although I have no doubt that Keith could if he was in a bind and forced to. He's made the motion of twist my arm or put my arm behind my back. But we'll be here for you. So we'll start those games. I don't remember, Coach, I think, is targeting some April tournaments. And the idea being we would play every 2 weekends in a row and then take a third weekend off, 2 weeks in a row, third weekend off, kind of a deal with some travel. We'll go back to Wyoming. Hopefully they don't meet us and greet us with some incredible hail and downpour. We're looking at potentially an Albuquerque or Santa Fe tournament early in the season where it's a little bit warmer down there. A trip maybe out to Grand Junction for the Junior College World Series. Some interest in going to Omaha for the NCAA Division I College World Series, but it's quite expensive. The expense of that trip alone, those 4 or 5 days, would be equal to what most of us are spending on the rest of the season. So Coach is very recalcitrant to sign up for that one. And I think a 4.5 hour drive over to Grand Junction to watch the JUCO would be phenomenal. We'd still get that great college experience, because really that's what Jackrabbits is about, is making sure our boys enjoy this wonderful game of baseball. American invented, American dominated, and the chance maybe for some of our boys, if not all of our boys, to play college and seeing how the junior college works, that'd be great. In steps Izzy, and that is a strike. 55 at the knees on the outside, and it sounds like someone just turned the lights on. It's still very early, we won't need them, but good to know. 55 inside the knees, so great location by the USA Prime pitcher. So now we got no balls, 2 strikes. Look for an away pitch, and that ball's popped up to the left side. Shortstop camped underneath it. He lets it get maybe a little closer to the ground than he would have liked, but nonetheless, Izzy is out on a pop-up to shortstop there. So Isai stepping in. I believe Isai put his bat on the ball last time, but also popped it up. We're also working with Isai here to get some swings in so that he can really connect right now. We've got him and Kieran. That ball bounced in for 55. Him and Kieran kind of battling it out for first position catcher. And I think both of them extremely talented as receivers, really extremely able to call a game, catch a game. The question becomes, does that ball skips on past the right fielder, and Isai will step on at first with a single. So the defining factor for those boys will probably be who can hit. So it's good to see Isai get a hit. Yeah, comments from the audience here that it's good to see him get a hit. So with that, Jabril will step in. We've got, I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, we got oven mitts being put on. So Isai putting the oven mitt on. Jabril asking for time to get in the box to get settled. That was a kind of a timeout that seemed to take a little too long. That runner goes. Isai needs to get down, and that ball is in there. He is safe, standing on top of the base. Jabril looking a little late for a sign, so hopefully he knows what's going on. That ball is inside. Isai's not going. And Jabril now sitting pretty with 2 balls and no strikes. A hit through the right side would certainly move Isai over and maybe score Isai. And that ball, great stop by the catcher, the USA Prime catcher, really solid stop. Get down on his knees and hit that ball back into the dirt. Well done. But of course, a ball like that is going to be a ball, so 3-0. Jabril will be taking. Oh, taking it right on his hip. Oh, and man, he just rubs it off and runs down. He wore that. Looks like it was maybe a 53-mile-an-hour fastball right off the hip. And we get a time from the catcher. So good quality sportsmanship from the catcher here to give Jabril a little extra time. Goes out and has a conversation. Does not really need to have the conversation. It's just a catcher's sensitivity to somebody else. One catcher to another. So in steps Kieran. Swing and a miss with a 55-mile-an-hour pitch. That's that fastball. Coach giving him the coaching of stop back. Probably something to work on there. Huge hole on the right side. That ball's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 55. So it looks like pitcher here for Prime is just basically throwing 55 over and over and over again. Very repeatable speed, repeatable mechanics. Swing and a miss, a 53-mile-an-hour pitch. Coach suggesting that was much better swing. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Huge lead for Isai off second, but now he's coming back. The ball is low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm feeling it right now. I'm just telling you, there's going to be a ground ball to the right side that's going to get through because the second baseman's being pulled way over by Isai's heads-up base runner. That ball is in the dirt, goes nowhere. Excellent stop. Excellent stop. So, catcher there, in addition to having made excellent stops in the past, threw up so much dirt, you had no idea where the ball went. So Isai had no idea that the speed between his legs came almost all the way back. Full count now. And the ground ball to the right side. What I say. And it gets through, and that's going to score at least 1. Kieran is going to be safe at second with Jabral safe at third. So a seeing eye ground ball through the right side that ends up skipping underneath the right fielder's glove for a double and scoring 1 and putting runners in second and third for Joe. So we've turned over the lineup for a third time. Joe will see, will have his third at bat of the game. And we got 1 down. Joe in. Ump ready. And that ball's outside. Excellent stop again by the catcher. So, I think this is the Joe v. Is this Joe v. Joe again? Joe v. Joe, I think, yeah. Yep. So we got Joe behind the plate and Joe in the box. Jackrabbits Joe with a huge spot in left center. And he hits that ball down the right field line. And that ball goes foul. Yeah. And so now we got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. Runners on second and third. Jackrabbits with a 7-4 lead. Ooh. Oh, Joe almost swung at that pitch. That was a really good read by Joe to see it was just going to be outside the zone. That ball comes in at 51 high. It looked like maybe that was something happened with the pitch, or if he was trying to change up there, but the right arm was not, it didn't come whipping through like it should have on a fastball. Next pitch, in the dirt, hits the plate, and Joe will go to first. That will load the bases now for Jorge. Jorge has put the bat on the ball twice, and he's lifted the ball. Oh, we get a timeout. Is this the second official visit? I believe this is. So by baseball rules, 2 visits in 1 inning will require a replacement of the pitcher. And the pitcher chops off. He's frustrated with himself, and I get it. But he pitched well. Nothing that he could do there. He was throwing strikes, and a couple of times his defense didn't make those plays that he needed. So with 1 down and bases loaded, we'll see anything on the ground, the boys will have to run. Anything in the air, they'll go halfway. In the event of a pop fly into the infield in effect, where the batter would be called out, and the runners would run at their own risk. So in comes a new pitcher. And I'm going to put this on pause for a little bit so I can drink some water. I'll be back here after 8 pitches. In steps Jorge now. And we get a timeout from the pitcher. He's got himself sorted. So bases loaded for Jorge with one down. And a little short arm pitch. Wow, very interesting. 52 mile an hour pitch here from USA Prime. So he kind of throws shot put style, which means that he will rob himself of some velocity. But if he can make it up with accuracy and throw strikes, then that's all that matters. 53. Jorge now steps out of the box, takes a deep breath. I don't know if he senses that this is the payoff pitch right here, but it's only 2-0, so he's got plenty of pitches to play with. And that ball is bounced. And catcher again for USA Prime making a great stop, keeping a run from scoring. So Jorge now with the shin guard or the ankle guard as well as the elbow guard. So completely, oh, that was a nice pitch. That was a nice pitch. Came in a little slower at 51, so took a little off that. But I see what's happening with my left field third base camera. Someone bouncing the fence there. And we'll have a walk, and that will force a run in. And I'm going to go fix my third base camera, which is getting bounced, looks like, by some of the players who are bouncing into the thing, into the fence there. So Cardo now, who was swinging for the fences last time and got himself in a little bit of trouble.
Hi, YouTube.
Aaron says hi. Yeah, Zach, he says hi.
What if it's like...
And we got...
Otherwise, you'd be like, why did you swing at the first pitch?
All right, and first pitch, forthcoming. Wow. And that ball was outside. And that ball's in the dirt as well. 2 balls and no strikes. And my left field camera, I think I got it sorted, although I'm sacrificing a bunch of deep left field. Strike on the outside corner. That's been a strike all day. Yep. And we are getting quite the sunset now off to our west, making it really tough to see. Oh, that might have been a gimme strike there. I don't know. That ball looked a little low. It's been not working. All right, so now we got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And the ball is thrown into right field. I missed what happened, but everybody's going to move up. And heads up play by Jorge. He brings in 2 on that throw down to first. So I think the catcher threw the ball to first to hope to get the double play on the strike him out, throw him out. The ball ended up going down the right field line. And as you saw there, we got 2 runs in giving us 10 across the plate for today. But Ricardo did strike out, so that's 2 down. Jorge at second, and Gianni in the box. Teddy will be in the on-deck circle. And I think that puts Aaron in the hole. And that ball bounces in. And a great job by the catcher. He does stop it, but Jorge is able to get into third safely. So Jorge a mere 80 feet away now. With 2 down, Gianni will have to get the ball into the outfield to score Jorge. But that shouldn't be a problem. He is a big hitter. That ball is 50 and ways outside. Pitcher just caught that throw back from the catcher barehanded. Haven't seen that in the game today. Foul ball off to the right. A really good fastball on the inside corner. Johnny couldn't do much of that anyway. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 down. There it is. That's that strike. Right at the knees on the outside corner strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. As Teddy's dad, I selfishly want Gianni to get on so I can see him bat again. Swing and a miss at a beautiful, 38 mile an hour it looked like. Changeup. Gianni went fishing for it, and that's it. 3 outs. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us through 4. But we are only an hour and 36 minutes in. So I don't know what Blue's going to call here. Looks like he is ready for everybody to come back out. Gianni, first out of the dugout, looking a little downcast. I don't know if I can get him there on the screen. Yeah, I can't. But looking a little sad. But picking up the ball, so he will be back on the mound. So I missed what Blue said there. Yeah, so we're just going to call the game in 8 minutes. Is that what it sounds like? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're at home watching, we got apparently 8 minutes left in the game, and then Blue's going to call the game, regardless of, I guess, where we are in the game. Not sure. But as we go in the top of the 5th here, we've got a 10-4 lead for the Jackrabbits, who have played a pretty good game. A couple of flaws defensively, but nothing egregious. Some good at bats. But you know, USA Prime has also made some plays, especially that first pitcher who was able to get our boys to pop the ball up a bunch. So a fun game at the park here. I think you could probably bring this down to a couple timely hits, maybe a couple of defensive mistakes. It's really the differential here. There's been a game of equals, I think. Maybe a slight difference in the pitching velocity as well. So it looks like we got 2 pitches left. Again, we're only going to play this probably for 7 more minutes, and then I think I'm just going to call it. Gianni on the mound, Kieran behind the plate. Kieran, again, last time he was in, was able to call his own game, so he could decide if he wants to call him fastballs or curveballs. We got, it looks as to be the case, is that Isaiah will be at third whenever Gianni's on the mound. I don't know where my middle infielders are going to be, but I'm hoping Jorge is back at short, and Ricardo at second. That ball skips through past both of them to Jack in center. At first we have, in right, for the life of me, cast in a complete shadow, cannot tell who's in right. And then in left is Teddy. So is that Isai? I think Isai's in right. Isai in right, Jack in center, Teddy in left. Teddy hugging the line, so completely out of position. And that first pitch fastball is 63 and away outside. Teddy doesn't know where to position himself in left field, so that's a bummer. The infield standing all straight up. Oh! 60 fastball inside. Great frame by Kieran. So if you want to see the differences here defensively. Kieran does a really good job of catching and bringing it in and framing it to help the ump understand that was a strike. And that ball, ooh. Yep. All right, a 3-0 count now, so I'm not sure what All-Stars do, but again, the Jackrabbits would be taking here. Gianni will have to bring him a fastball right down the middle of the plate. He does not. He brings him a lofting 54 something or other. So 4 straight balls leads to a leadoff walk for All-Stars. So Gianni off to basically the opposite of last inning, where he was mowing him down with fastballs. He's having a hard time finding the strike zone on that first batter. So let's see if Gianni holds him on at all. And he looks over. Now he comes set. He pitches. Strike. 61 on the outside corner. And really popped that glove. Looks like coach relaying signs now over. So really trying to work on some pitches for strike on the outside corner. Another 61, it looked like. So repeat of this previous pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first who has not gone. He's got a slightly bigger lead now. So Gianni wouldn't hurt if he went over. Oh, that ball is high. Kieran ready to fire down. It looked like Isai playing right field, not ready to back up. So Isai's got to be smart about that. If that ball comes whipping down, Isai's got to be back in that throw up. Jabrell on first, holding runner on. Next pitch. Pop up, out of play. Oh, nearly a perfect catch by the on-deck batter. Snuck out of his hands. All right, batter shaking in his right hand, so that must have been a little off the hands. That had to hurt. And that curveball comes in at 55 and way up and away.
You know that pitch is coming, you gotta stay down on it, right?
Hey, keep battling here. Let's go. Keep battling.
All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Gianni needs to come in and get this boy, get him out. I should say young man at this point. Oh, the ball bounces off the backstop and
Way to scramble there. Gianni, you're okay, bud. You got 2 strikes. Let's go.
so now 3-2 count. This is for all the marbles. We need a we're gonna need a throw here. Swing and a miss. 58, right down the plate. So there you go, 2 down. We have the runner on second there, as you can see. What? 1 down. Swing and a miss at 61. Actually, foul tip. Great squeeze by Kieran.
Keep him loose. Throw him at the ball. Let's go.
The infield needs to be ready here. It's likely to be a hard hit ground ball if he's able to take it. So, and the runner will get in safely. So second pitch to get past Kieran to the backstop. So he's got to get down more. One of the things to work on in the off season for Kieran is to really get down and get his body in the way. Kieran doing a lot of gardening in the back there. I'm not sure. He's not liking whatever position he's in right now. So, wow, my third base camera is just sucking up battery like crazy. Now we're going to be done in a few minutes anyway, but that's a problem. Strike right there. 61 on that fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. And as the sun sets, we get some long shadows and some colder weather here. That ball is, and the runner's coming. He's safe. He is safe, slides in under the throw. Good heads-up play by USA Prime. And they put their 5th run across the plate. So 10 for the Jackrabbits, 5 for USA Prime. Now there's nobody on. Gianni could go from the windup here if he shows his eyes. Looks like he's going to go back to the stretch with a 2-2 count and 1 down. Not a whole lot of time left on the clock. 43! Beautiful. 63, 63. There's two. So, yep. Yep. Ooh, 62 chin music. You hate to see that. That was... And that ball is inside at 59. And Gianni nowhere near the zone these first two pitches.
Come on, you can do it.
There it is, right at the high letters at 62 over the plate. Yep. And it looks like our lights are coming on. The lights are coming on. Looks like the other fields are being used by men's softball. So that's who will be playing after us. Swing and a miss. 62, that thing popped. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 downs. I suspect that if there's a third out here, that will end the game. Let's see. Jackrabbits are up 10-5. 3-2. Full count. Yep.
Can I comment?
What?
Can I comment?
Hold on. We got it. Mia, get up. Wait. Oh, foul ball. 63 on that foul ball. So, select USA Prime player really on to. Let's see what we got. We just got a timeout to think about it here a little bit. USA Prime really on to Gianni's fastball. This is where Gianni needs to develop in the offseason a second pitch that he can throw for a strike. And that ball's high, and he will take his base. So excellent, high quality at bat by number 12 for USA Prime. The sun is now firmly behind the mountains to our west. Next pitch. Ooh, foul ball off the catcher's mask. And you can just kind of see there's a runner on first, but also if you look over the mountains there, you can see that we've got sunset happening. Beautiful sunset here in Colorado. Next pitch. Yeah. 57, strike on the outside corner. And 2 strikes here. Gianni can end this inning with a well-placed fastball. Oh, looks like Aaron's at second. I apologize. So beautiful stop there by Kieran. And Kieran popping up ready to go.
Come on, Brayden.
Whoa! 63. And runner will take second safely. And that gives us a 2-2 count with 2 outs. The time rapidly running out on this game. There it is, strike 3 at the letters. That is, that's it. And that is ball game, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, the Jackrabbits are to secure a victory 10-5 over USA Prime in a very well-played game by both teams. Thank you again for joining us. Certainly don't forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell so you know when we're going to be playing next Sunday. So we look forward to hearing from or seeing y'all. As always,
Jackrabbit YouTube?
Yeah, Colorado Jackrabbits on YouTube.
This is your first win, yeah?
We're now 3-4. But we won last week. We would have won the game last week, but the parents got themselves ejected and then forfeiture. Yeah, I got the game called.
Geez,
so
who's that against?
who's the number 3 team in the The Warhawks, yeah. They were losing, sensing they were losing, and they just kept chirping and chirping, and the same ump was like, I'm done with you, bye-bye.
Huh.
So it was a very interesting, we only played 2.5 innings too. It was crazy. Yeah, we were up 2-0, 3-0, 2-0. Yeah. And then, yeah. So, yeah. Actually, well, so our first 2 games we had 15 kids and we were letting everybody just pick their positions. So it was a different setup. Here we had some guys who really pitch. So it was the first 2 games were developmental. So actually, I think our game again. Yeah. So I think our game against the Warhawks, by the way, is mislabeled prime because I think I punched it in wrong. So you have to make sure you get the one from today's date, not last week's game. So yeah. All right, guys. See you guys in the tournament. Oh, that was. As anyway, you all heard all that. We're going to call it good. Thank you very much for joining us for Jackrabbits Baseball, and we will see you all next week